Transformation in your bank account and receiving the monies, the millions, the bag that you are believing God for comes about by the actions that you take. What actions are you taking? The actions that many of us take is that we read the Bible. We believe what the word says. The blessing of the Lord maketh rich and addeth no sorrow. God gives me the creative ability to get wealth and so confirms his covenant. God will prosper everything that I put my hands to. But yet your action is not nothing you're putting your hands to. What are you putting your hands to? In order for God to bless you in the sense of the monies that you want, you got to work. What did he say in Proverbs? Look at the ant. Look at the ant. He stores in a certain season, so then there's provision in the other season. Many of us are experiencing lack because we won't put our hands to nothing. God is telling you to open the business, but you won't open the business. And in his word, he gives you the practical steps in order to be successful in business so that your business turns a profit. But so often we want to look to people. We want to rely on people to give us the information in order to be the millionaire. We look at all these TikTok influencers, right? We look on YouTube and how they became millionaires and how they get this, right? Even though you get the information from them, there still becomes a point that you have to implement it. The Bible will give you the steps to take. Jesus told Luke in Luke 5, launch out into the deep and you will catch a haul of fish. Launch out into the deep. Go deeper. That means you and I, we have to go deeper in the things that we're doing. You got to do the research. You got to implement on the research that you found so that you see the outcome that you're expecting. You're supposed to be leaving generational wealth to your family, but you won't put your hands to nothing. I put my hands to a few things, right? I opened up a seafood business. I had to close it down in 23. Didn't know we was going to be in a pandemic, but that didn't stop me from still putting my hands to something and believing God to prosper everything that I put my hands to. Let me tell you this. You cannot keep praying and asking God to open up the windows of heaven and pour you out a blessing that you have not room enough to receive when you're not giving him anything to bless. What are you giving God to bless? What can God see your faith by your actions? Faith that I'm believing your word that says you would open up the windows. Faith that believes your word that says what I put my hands to, you will cause to prosper and succeed. Are you truly showing God your faith in him by the actions that you're putting your hands to? What are you doing with the information that you keep receiving from all these millionaires? What are you doing with the actions? What are you doing with the information? Put it in action. That's what God is going to bless. Stewardship. That's what God blesses. My name is Tantoinette. Go ahead and give me a follow. Shalom.